How are we, guys? Jacob, we got you. Waiting on Jacob and Azza. Let me know when you're ready, Jacob. Kick it off. All right, Jacob, we're on. Azza, what's going on, brother?
Oh, not much, man. Aaron, you there, bro? Just realised we can't do video chat. It's a bit of a shame.
Thanks. Jacob, are you there, bro?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I need to make my thing loud.
Look at all the skulls, man. Appreciate all you guys. That's mad. And the questions are flooding through. Aaron, you with us?
Azza's on.
Yeah, he's here. He's just muted at the moment, bro.
Come on, Azar, off mute, mate.
I can see he's doing something. Man, I'm gonna tally up the skulls. See which one's the most popular.
Oh yeah,
My one's up there. Yours is too.
it's a very good design, also.
They're all good, eh? Aaron's is sick.
Yeah, Aaron's is cool, bro.
Yeah,
The
thanks
lucky
everyone
winner
for
who
joining.
gets it. Yeah, it's good. First AMA for me.
How good.
The
You know what
debut.
AMA stands for?
Ask me anything.
Do you mean it? Can we ask you anything?
You can. I'm an
Let's
open book.
go. Let's go.
Come
Dangerous,
in,
huh?
I drop bombs on general, and I bounce.
The hype train, bro. The hype train. Let's go.
It's so fun. Good community though. I just want to say, like, whoever's on, appreciate you guys. Sick culture already. It's been a heap of fun coming on. I know all the boys feel welcome. I think you guys have all created some little relationships already. So this is what it was all about, to form a membership that is a club, a society, a place where everyone can come, hang out, chat, just do some cool shit.
100%.
How's Azza
Actually,
going? Let me check in on him.
Yeah, sweet. One of the questions.
He said he can't unmute, bro.
Maybe he doesn't have the rights.
Come on, bro. Give him the rights.
Level him up. Let me figure this out.
We muted him when he tried to do his shout out. Now we've muted him again in the chat. Sorry, Azza.
It's all right. We got you. Try that now, bro.
Give it a try now, Azza.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Yo.
Good.
What's happening, man?
Hey.
Oh my god, bro. Amateur.
We made it.
What's going on? What's going
We've
on?
actually muted you every time you've tried to contribute to the Discord. We apologize.
Bro, do you know how embarrassing it was the other day? They're like, he's trying to do something and he keeps getting bounced. I was like, oh my god.
In quarantine.
Yeah, man. What's
Get
going
the
on? Look at all
man
the
on.
skulls. How good's that?
Good day, bro.
Oh man, this is cool. This is cool. What's going on, boys?
Not much, man. We were just talking about how it's been a cool little journey so far. Even though we're not too long in, but just the community, good vibes, good culture, good chat. It's been cool.
Yeah, hard out. I think a lot of even a lot of the footy boys I've been sort of talking to and posting about, it's sort of telling them about this project and how it's a bit different and probably a good first step in if they're trying to dip their toes, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, how long's it been now that you've been in and around the space? So what was your first perception of NFTs when you were trying to suss out exactly how to get into it?
Oh well, when I went to the last 2 weeks of the India tour for the All Blacks, all the boys were sort of talking about it. Obviously, TJ and stuff are hard out on the crypto, and I sort of dabbled in the crypto area, but got stuck in that wormhole for a bit around when the market was up. It was cool. When it was down, then it was down. Like, and then I remember we had our second baby, and I just stopped looking, and it was like, well, I can't hook you enough to really go find it out. So when I joined them again on the India tour, all the chat was about NFTs, and obviously seeing everything on Instagram, I was like, man, this is a pretty interesting space. And then Sandor, as you know, bro, like I was pretty mad on basketball cards and NFL cards, and still love them. But I think the part around NFTs I liked was I'm big on the artwork and I'm big on the culture and the utilities, and all the ones that I have are definitely more around that and what the metaverse presents, and for me, I feel like I heard about you should buy Bitcoin and that, and then you listen to all the normal people around. Don't do that. It's silly. It's that. I felt like with NFTs, even though I was sort of late to the party, that I'd rather get in sooner. And then I used all of my weekend in my queue just learning about NFTs, learning how to do it. And then very luckily enough, I actually met a friend through another friend who's just pretty much mad in that space. He runs Glorious in New Zealand. They do a lot of digital stuff, and he just really sort of helped piggyback me through it. And then I'm in big into the fluff world, so it sort of helped me really get into the area around minting. And then I got a fluff, a party bear, a burrow, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, that's cool.
Trying to get a bloody Snoop Dogg burrow, which would be pretty sick. So, but hey, it's such a cool space. I love the Discords. But I've had my little troubles around answering DMs on Discord and got bloody sniped a couple of $100 here and there early on, which was a pretty guttering lesson.
Yeah, it's a lesson though, eh? You only do it once.
Yeah, and that was like Sandor the other night when TJ put that message up about the trillion thugs. Like, bro, should I do this? It was like, nah, don't do that.
No, it's not an early mint.
Yeah, so but hey, I just love it, and I think I saw Logan Paul's stuff around how he does his research and that, and it was only a short video, but it was pretty much aligned with what I thought around. Got to love the artwork and got to love the community and that. So that was big for me. And then when Sandor sent me my skull, I pretty much fell over and I was cracking up. And then I zoomed in, and the silver fern, the moko, and then the number 9. I was losing it, bro. So I'm in bits.
No, that's sick.
Fizz to be here.
So,
bro,
guys,
what
we've
about
got a bunch of questions. We want to go through some of these, Shandor?
Yeah, let's pump them out, bro.
Yeah, sweet. All right, one of the questions we've got from Pirate King. He wants to know thoughts on plant-based diets for athletes in recovery. It's not really NFT-based,
that's
but
a deep one. That's good.
See what you guys think.
Yeah, you probably asked Sandor. I'm pretty rigid with my diet around the amount of carbs and proteins I get in, but I'm not I don't eat many greens to start with. So if I went plant-based, I'll be pretty buggered, to be honest. So,
I don't think we even bother asking Shandor this one, because all I've seen him post about is carnivore.
I'm animal based, so I'm definitely the wrong person to ask. I don't even look at vegetables.
Yeah, I think for me it's more around for diet is like I eat what I like, but during the week, but my treats and that are planned. Like I won't eat as much, but I'm not scared to have a good feed of takeaways or something, but I always sort of make sure it's around like a sort of I won't have breakfast or something and lunch that day, and then do a little sauna or something, and then hook in, and then I won't have any guilt around it, So I'm not a big treats thing. I think that helps me. I'm a bit as a Māori boy, I sort of grab to sugars and chocolate and that, and white bread or breads, So I'm a sort of if I'm going to have a treat, I'll make sure it's worthwhile and do it. But sort of like my treats during the day would be like full cream milk and my flat whites or stuff like that. But other than that, I try to eat pretty clean.
Love it.
So next question, it's from Ha1. What are the long-term goals of this project? Do you want to answer that one, Shandor, or would you like me to?
Yeah, I think let's go hybrid on it, Jacob. But obviously the long look, without saying too much, there are some long-term plans that are, I guess, unrevealed. But the future forecast for us is first and foremost to build a network and a community, and maybe that's becoming a little bit of a cliche word in the space, but I think it's pretty obvious that's our genuine intention.
Yeah, I think we've been chatting a lot, prior to even thinking about
and off the back of what is a bit of an exclusive club, obviously we're acquiring some Dead Diamond. Yeah, we're obviously acquiring some key projects, which is really fun, and things that are like I would never be able to have, but with access to the club and the Dead Diamond Society, we can be a part of these projects and all have a stake, a say, and ownership in that. And I know that further down the track, some of the events, some of the activations, some of the projects we'll be involved in, the things we can do, and then looking at some of the big plans. Have access to the Owl Group is a great addition as a founder. So use your imagination, and just, I guess for us, it's enjoy the access, enjoy the community. Some of the projects we're chasing are sick, and I just think it's going to be a really cool thing to be a part of, getting that token and having all that access. So
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit. I'm not sure if it's my internet connection or yours. How's it for you, Aaron? Is Sandor cutting out a little bit?
Nah, he was maybe a little
A
jumpy,
little bit?
but
Yeah.
I'm actually at the beach.
oh, what a lad. Do you have any clothes on?
I have my budgies on.
The cheese ones?
Yeah.
Nah, they're not. They're actually pink leopard skin. There you go. Like my skull, bro.
I was gonna say, Shandor, I think the sort of the vision behind this project was, we as a group, we were actually all looking at NFT projects, and we're like, oh yeah, we like this part of this one. This one's kind of cool. Love the artwork of this one, but there's not really any utility. There's some cool utility here. A couple of cool DAO ones. And we started dreaming up, like, what would be the ultimate project that we'd want to be a part of. And that's really what Dead Diamond Society is. Like, it's a mixture of, having a DAO. I think that's a really interesting concept, and one that we're so excited about. Like,
Very.
what can we, as a group of 2,500 individuals, do with our DAO? Like, what kind of, I think, if one person's making decisions, that's one thing, but imagine like the collective sort of thought power that can come about when 2,500 people all are rowing in the same direction and have one goal, and are doing some cool stuff together in the space. And I think a lot of the projects that we're going to start with are projects that we'd love to be a part of, and just giving everyone the ability to have part ownership in some of these sick projects, I think is really exciting. But yeah, I think community is going to be massive. Already, I'm loving this community. Like that mental health chat, yeah, that's been game changer, and I love seeing the support and love that's been thrown out there. So really excited to see where this goes. I think you're cutting out, Shandor.
Then it's like, bro. Am I?
Yeah, you were, but go again.
Boys are going to be on to me about my internet.
Oh, you're on the 3G or something, huh?
I'm on the 4G. Maybe
Nah,
it's
bro,
your internet. Your internet always takes it.
That's my
Azza, can
laptop
you hear me?
overheats, bro.
Yeah, you're all good, bro. You did cut out for a bit there.
Oh, sweet.
Nah, you must have gone on the 5G now, bro. So
No,
go
I
ahead.
just
What were you
love
gonna say?
I love how you've sussed this chat, and you're at the beach. You're not even in epic Wi-Fi or cable or anything. You're like, nah, it's good. Keep it real, edgy.
That's it, brother.
All right, I got a question for you, Aaron. It's from Ryluck. No, sorry, it's not from Ryluck. Getting lost. Sorry, where'd it go? It's from Scary, actually. What sort of discipline does it take to play for the All Blacks and win a Rugby World Cup?
A lot.
You already talked
think
about a
it's
bit of the discipline there.
Yeah, I think it's obviously, looking back on it, I've been to 2 World Cups, and the difference between both is pretty different. Where I think when I went to the first one in 2015, I was just a part of a really, really good team. So I was a younger guy, but it was sort of in the All Black bus. You don't move back till you've played a certain amount of games on. You you move back on the bus. My first 4 years, which is the cycle I did before the World Cup, like I didn't move. I moved like 3 seats, if that. And then after that World Cup, I shot like back real quick. Like we had a real big clean out, and I think taking it for granted, the sense of I was in a really good team with some amazing guys, and I think back then maybe too we were still kind of ahead of the game of fitness, our game plan, and then to be honest, probably just the caliber of talent we had in that team, like just outright best players kind of in the world. And then when you think about going into 2019, I probably was physically streaks ahead of what I was in 2015. But I think the rest of the world caught up to, and maybe in the sense of that, where if we're still doing similar things to what we were 2 or 3 years ago, and maybe we didn't innovate enough. And as we all know, with footy or sport or anything people are into, that anyone can have a day. And in our semi-final game, England had a day and we didn't show up and we got beat. And so I think with the discipline thing though, and around trying to crack it or do whatever you're passionate about, people always talk about trying to have a balance and having a life and being interested in other things. I think one thing I'm real big on is rugby is my main thing, and everything kind of filters towards making sure that stays number one. So any decisions, anything around family, like when me and my wife book places on holidays, the gym has to be like at a certain level or stuff like that. Like it's always got to be about your number one thing. And by no means do I say that my family doesn't come first, but my rugby becomes close second, and for me it's about, you've got to be obsessed with what you do, and like you're always thinking about it. If you really love something and real passionate about trying to be better every year, every day, always thinking about this move, always looking at clips, looking at how other people do it. I'm always looking for that 1% thing to be better. And as I get older, it's easier, the stuff around playing the game, because you've been in so many experiences, but trying to get your body to another level, like guys like LeBron and Tom Brady, and that inspire me to want to play longer. I play a different sport, but the mindset stuff, like, I'm in preseason right now. I haven't done a preseason in yonks with the team. Usually we show up pretty late, but getting in that grind and seeing how the young guys kind of slip away in the afternoon sessions is something I've been really driving around. This is when it counts the most. It's when you're tired, when you're fatigued. I need you to show up now, and that's what I'm sort of trying to show our young men, where sometimes they show up in the morning and they're all good, and then at lunchtime they go have a big feed and don't get a rest in or don't ice bath. Kind of just like those things, like they don't know what you got to everything at lunch, and that's about getting the fuel and ice bathing, having a nap so you can go again in the arvo, where we've got a lot of young guys who probably just run and gun and live in the moment, where they want to be really, really good, and that's what it takes.
Yeah, come on.
Hope that's all right.
Yeah, no,
that was unreal, Ezra.
So we've got a question from, man, some of these names are hard to pronounce, eh? I don't know how to say this. I'm just going to say Kenos. Thoughts on play to earn crypto games? You guys have any
So why
thoughts?
don't you give us a little rundown, Jacob?
Well, it's just all these new games are popping up where basically what they're saying is your attention is valuable. And so many people grind out games. You might play Fortnite, you might invest all this money in skins and things like that, but you can't sell them. You can't make money for it. If you lose your account, they're gone. So NFTs and the whole crypto space is, Web3 is all about ownership of the internet. So these games are popping up where, one, you can have ownership of certain NFTs, some of which you can even use across multiple crypto games. But additionally, you can actually earn tokens by playing. Now, my thoughts on it is,
mad.
I think it's really interesting, but I personally am much more interested in staking, because I think time is valuable. So I don't want to be sitting there playing a game to earn a token that's worth 50 cents. I'd much prefer to be supporting the network through staking. That's why we're looking at the Gala node. We think that play to earn crypto games is definitely the future, but we prefer to be doing things where we earn a passive income rather than having to jump on every day and grind out some wins or whatever to earn tokens. So, look, if you're going to play games, I think it's pretty cool to earn some money from it. But yeah, me personally, I'm not really playing any.
Jacob, while you're on that, do you want to just, because it's like good linkage, just dive into that Gala node chat, how that's an extension off what you were saying?
Yeah, so basically what Gala have done is they want to have a decentralized network. So much like Bitcoin or Ethereum, people mine Bitcoin or Ethereum by processing transactions, and also supporting the network, storing data, all that kind of thing. Gala's actually taken a different approach where they've said, all right, we want to do that, but we're going to use this to raise some capital. So they sell licenses for people to run Gala nodes. If you run one, you earn Gala tokens as well as game tokens. So they've only got one game out currently, which is Townstar. So you also earn Townstar, and you've got opportunities to be airdropped NFTs. Some of these NFTs are crazy. Me and Paps were looking at the other day. There was like one listed for like $1 million. Some have gone from hundreds of thousands, and it's because how it works is you use these NFTs in the game, and it gives you a multiplier. So these tokens have real world value. And if you have one of these super rare NFTs, you might get like a 3,000 times multiplier. So you make 3,000 times the amount of tokens when you play. So I actually met a guy who was saying that he earns more money going on and playing this Townstar game once a day because of the NFTs he owns than his cousin does that runs a real farm. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think we're really excited about Gala. We think they've got Walking Dead upcoming, a couple of other like games which are kind of like ones that you install, like Steam type games, and their vision is to become the Steam of NFT games. And if they can do that, then we think that Gala is going to be really successful in the long term. So that's why we think it's one of the projects that we want to get behind.
Yeah, and a passive income to the DAO is interesting. It gives us opportunity to constantly be looking at projects we can acquire and making decisions and stay active and engaged, which is really cool as well.
Yeah, but I think if you think about it too, like I know you like your stacking, but if there was a game that suited our community, like trying to grow that sense of competition within our group or whatever, like that's something like I'm a bit of a nerd and I love games, but I think if the metaverse grows and more games become available and ones that suit like time or what you're into, I think like
100%.
that gaming space and that is look at like Twitch and all that, like man, like Call of Duty, all those games, like I got big followings, and I bet you a few of our boys in here and ladies are big into Call of Duty and big into Fortnite but I'm sure there's going to be games like Blackjack or something that you can be your metaverse or meta person avatar and like it'll be. I think it is a big space, and once these companies start coming in there, I reckon it's going to go bonkers.
Yeah, I think right now the quality of the game's like pretty not low quality, but they're pretty basic. So I think you're right. Once they become like up to speed, like modern games that we're used to, I think it's going to be game over. I don't think anybody will want to play a game where they don't earn some sort of passive income from it.
But even if you look, I've only been in the game for what a month and a half. But even the Twitters and the Instagrams are talking about linking up with the profile photos, and everyone's moving like, oh my god! And 2022 to me is going to be the year of NFTs. And if by the end of the year, I reckon the questions you get asked around, what is that NFT thing to be like? Oh, what new mint are you looking at, or what's any drops? Like, I get asked about it by the boys that you could tell the ones that are built like that, that ask those questions like, oh, I've been looking, but where do I look? And, and I just say the same thing, go look at YouTube, set up a MetaMask. And just what I got told at the start, but you don't want to give them the keys. If they're that committed and want to do it, they'll keep going down the rabbit hole,
Yeah, I love
so
that.
early, honestly. Like when I speak to developers or people like that, I'm like, look into blockchain dev because there's going to be so much opportunity. There's a shortage. Even just becoming an expert in the space is going to open a lot of doors for you this early on, because a lot of people just don't understand it right now. But the
we are early. That's the thing.
Yeah, the underlying technology is game changer. It's going to revolutionize a whole bunch of different industries and the way we interact with brands and sporting codes and everything else. So
yeah, that's what I'm obsessed with, bro. It's like originally, like most people, I think they got involved or became aware of the space on these character-based tokens, and I just kept seeing these posts. I think I was following some NFT pages like, oh, I bought this for $300. 2 weeks later, it's 200,000. I was like, I'm sick of this. So that's how I sort of was like interested in the space. But now it's like, how is it going to be used? So like that's what intrigued me so much about a DAO project. And then you look at these other VIP style opportunities or memberships, and then it's really just endless the way people are going to use this. So that's what I'm excited to see, the applications of NFTs. I think that's really cool.
I think with NFTs, what's going different is like Logan Paul said, like it's the artwork and it's culture. Like you look every 2 days, a famous person buys one. Neymar bought a 500K one, Bored Ape, because everyone follows Instagram. Everyone's following the new trend. And the trend at the moment for rich people or famous people is, I want to get a Bored Ape that I look like.
You'll flex your flex your NFT.
And like, you know, like that guy Gutty or whatever who got his tattooed, and then Gunner. And then Eminem's like wallet bought it, and then someone on the blockchain's like, Eminem bought his own one that he looks like it. It's like Serena Williams, like every week there'll be a new one, and it's just going to go like, I think it's just, and I can't wait to see which one we get.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sick, and we'll actually do a vote, so it'll depend on what's on the market and budget and stuff like that. But it'd be cool to have the DAO decide which one we purchase.
100%. It's gonna be so good.
Let's smash through some more questions. Any thoughts on pre-sale full whitelist drop? No public. We have thought about it, and we'll keep thinking about it. But right now, we're just going to have 999 spots. But keep an eye on announcements. Kevo, this is definitely a Kevo question. When are we getting around some beers?
Well, mate, well, actually, I'm off the piss, as I'm sure Aaron is. But Jacob, you might have to have a drink for everyone. I think I don't know if you're happy to admit, but you won't actually be drinking beers. You'll be drinking espresso martinis, isn't it?
Right. You start with espresso martini, and then you follow up with a beer, bro.
Is that how it works?
It's a hectic combo, boy. You're only going one way there, bro. Is up.
Oh, bro, I love an espresso martini, man. Just on special occasions.
I'm more of a classic mug.
Yeah, I won't complain with that.
But I was thinking about that, like with the you know how you did that post the other day, Sandor, with you and Puppy's faces on your skulls on your faces.
Yeah,
I was like, man, it'd be mad if we had a party and you got like a mean mask made up of your skull, and then you turn up, bro. That'd be dope, man. Like that'd be sick.
That'd be
like
cool.
An event in Melbourne or somewhere where we're going to this and that, and let's meet up, and you rock up, black suit and tie, and bang, your skull just like those kind of like creepy societies. Not creepy, but real rogue. It'd be so sick.
Aaron, I've got another one for you. How did you go finding out that you were leading the All Blacks haka for the first time?
Yeah, that was it was pretty scary, but I kind of knew it was coming because of, as I sort of said, after that World Cup, the previous two leaders had left, and I was practicing during the World Cup if I might have needed to do it. So it was pretty cool though. But the guy who teaches you how to lead it in New Zealand, he's pretty serious, Derek Ladelli, and we sat, like, I was more scared about that than playing the game that week, and I didn't play that well that game, but the next two I was all right. And so, leading Kamate was pretty cool, but Kapo Pango was the one that you got to get down. The words are pretty tricky. One of them's it's spelt a way but said a different way, like there's a bit of a dialect to it, and I wasn't very good at getting the like there's a double N, double U in it, and I was like, I couldn't get it out, but with a bit of work. But yeah, for people who love the haka and that, yeah, it was cool, mate. And it's definitely TJ's now, but if I get the chance to do it anytime, I'll step up and do it. It's a very special thing, and it's always been a massive honor for me.
Awesome, man. All right, Leggy's asking us about RTS. What's the position for him in rugby, and how do you think he will go?
Yeah, well, I'm in a similar kind of, not a DAO, but we're in a little group together as well for NFTs. But I've been getting to know Roger pretty well. But from what he's been telling me, he said they've been having him at 12 man. So
hey,
he'll be hectic there, bro. So he'll be coming in pretty hot and quick feed at the gain line. And he's obviously come from a league background, so he's not scared of a hit up. And then it's going to be dangerous there. And I think 12's a good place for a new player. So like Sonny played midfield and on the wing and stuff, but a wing in rugby does a lot of stuff like backfield covering kicks. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love to see him at fullback, but just seeing him in rugby is going to be mean. Like if he gets his head around rugby and went back to fullback where there's a bit more kicking. It would be the only thing would be. I haven't seen him kick much, but he's just like, you know, catching high balls, he wouldn't be scared at all. And then imagine him on the counter attack. Holy.
Yeah, he's such an athlete, eh? Just a pure athlete.
So good,
and
bro.
He's been messaging me because he did that New Zealand lockdown, that 100 days.
Yeah.
Like, he just trained every day and he's looking like a weapon. So, holy.
All right, let's keep going. Most memorable game you've played?
What about you, Sandor? Tell me yours, bro. 5 tries or something?
Gonna be
The 3G's back, brother.
good. It's not the most memorable game as a performance, but just what it meant. You know what I mean? What it in reflection, what it signified for me. So that was pretty cool, bro.
Oh, sorry, bro. Say the start again. Sorry, we missed that.
Oh, sorry, bro. The old beach internet. Nah, I think if it wasn't my debut, it was probably the game after having 5 years off. Just what it meant in reflection. It wasn't the most memorable performance, but just what it signified was pretty special. Something I'll always look back on, and with the boys and Belzer and all that was really cool.
Yeah, that's mean, bro. I think mine would be winning Super Rugby in 2015 with the Highlanders. Like, All Blacks and stuff. I think in that team, you're a part of a really good team, and you just got to do your job, and then everyone else will do theirs. But in Super Rugby, you kind of have as a player, or you have a lot more input on how the result will be. And like Sandor said, I didn't have the best game in the final, but I didn't have a bad one either. And to win against the Hurricanes and the team I sort of grew up wanting to play for, and they didn't pick me, and you know, they didn't pick me for 3 years, so I was pretty gutted. But they had good halfbacks, but you know, I always had that sort of chip on my shoulder, and to kind of go up to back to where the team I used to support and beat them was pretty special, and will be forever, you know.
That's sick. All right, we'll do the last question. There's a lot of questions in here, so apologies, guys, that we can't get through them all. Sure, we'll do it another time. But BJ Robinson's asking, where do you see this community in 6 months' time? Man, look, I think what's cool about what we're doing is we've made it super exclusive. Most NFT drops, they try and get, you know, as much revenue up front as possible. So they'll typically do 8,000, 10,000, whatever it might be. But we said from the get-go, we want to keep it nice and exclusive, because we actually want to have like some gated channels where we can actually chat, and it's not just like thousands of messages. So, you know, come mint day, we're going to have most of our exclusive channels gated. There'll still be some general ones and everything else. But I think there's going to be a lot of waves in the media about what we're doing. We're going to do some really cool stuff. There's so much that we haven't actually announced that we're planning, like some huge stuff.
Isn't there what?
It's I keep wanting to slip up and just leak it. I'm like, maybe if I just create a fake Discord and just start leaking shit, just so that people know. But no, I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to save some stuff for after we've minted, so that the value of our NFTs will continue to go up. And I think that so many people are going to want to be a part of the Dead Diamond Society. So we might look at ways to do that. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a tight knit community, a bunch of people that are here for one another. I love to keep pumping the mental health channel, and yeah, events, merch. Hopefully our DAO keeps growing. I just think it's going to be a crazy wild ride, and I'm so excited to be doing this with you boys and everyone else.
Perfectly said, brother.
Nah, mean as, bro. Can't wait and bring it on, man. Let's do this.
Let's get it.
Oh, hey, it was a
Thanks for
pleasure,
tuning
boys.
in.
I enjoyed the AMA. I look forward to getting on these a little bit more, and look forward to getting the big dog coos on. That'll be cool. So that'll be coming soon. But appreciate you, bro. You're a legend. Appreciate you jumping in, chatting, the community. Some awesome chat, bro. So good to have you on board, and looking forward to mint day. It's coming up.
Just before you go, Sandor, I've got a
guys.
good comment here. Someone said, first DAO mission, everyone chip in to buy Sandor some Wi-Fi. Let's try it. I agree.
Oh, crack up. He has to post a photo in general chat of his view right now, please.
Yes.
I will.
Enjoy the beach, bro.
I'm just trying to maintain the reality and then this virtual world. So I'm at the beach on an AMA in the Discord. I think it's perfect balance.
Love it.
Crack up. Love it. Nah, cheers, guys.
Thanks, Aaron, man. Appreciate you.
All right, brothers. Appreciate you, Aaron.
Yeah, brother. Catch
See you,
up.
my man.